Hey there, Heather. Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to it's to Stats Video Day. Guess what that means? There are no games on, so this is just a stats thing. So let's take a look at the leaders and wildcards and everything else in between. The American League shoeless Joe Jackson leads the batting average at 392. Jimmy Fox at 388, and Tris Speaker of the 1920 Tribe at 383. Home runs, McGuire's got 29 for Oakland. Jimmy Fox has 25 for Oakland. Golden has 20 for Cleveland Legends. RBI's Jimmy Fox, 66. McGuire, 58. Jim Rice of Boston is 57. So Jimmy Fox actually has a top three finish in the Triple Crown race. He's second in batting average and home runs and number one in RBI. So Jimmy Fox is a front runner for the AL MVP in my mind. Stolen bases, Ichiro has 27 for Seattle Legends, 25 by Biggio and Cobb. OPS, Fox, 1.288. George Brett, second. Mark McGuire, third. Batter wins above replacement, Jimmy Fox, number one. George Brett, number two. Craig Biggio, number three. Of course, Jimmy Fox is a legend. Hitting streak, George Brett with a 22-game hitting streak. Rich Muller, 21. Jimmy Collins, 20. Well, those are all over. Run average, Gaylor Perry leads with a 1.75 ERA. Max Scherzer 1.89 and Jim Bunning 209. So you got some good pitching for Detroit. Wins, Halliday has 11 wins. King Felix has 10. Bunning has 9. Strikeouts, Nolan Ryan Whittle 6. Randy Johnson 99. Johan Santana 91. Saves, Hoyt Wilhelm 20 saves for the White Sox Legends. Betancourt 19 saves for Cleveland's Legends. Dennis Eckersley 17 for Oakland. Pitcher above for replacement, Scherzer 3.2 for Detroit. Gaylor Perry second at 3.2, and Burt Bylevin got a 3. Winning streak, Jim Bunning's got an 8-game winning streak on the line. National League, Billy Hamilton of the Phillies, the 1890s, Billy Hamilton, 387, he leads. Anthony Rendon of the 2019 Nats has a 376 winning average. Chuck Klein of the Philly Legends, 356. Home runs, Joe Adcock of the Braves Legends, 22. Ted Kluszewski, 20. Sammy Sosa, 20 as well. RBI, Sosa at 67, Helton 62, Clue 62. So, yeah, Sosa and Kluszewski are battling it out for top three premise. Stolen bases, Johnny Evers of the 1906 Cubs with 39 steals. Tavares, 30 steals for the Rockies of 07. Tim Raines, 27. OPS, Anthony Rendon, 1.129. Leads Vladdy Guerrero of the Washington Legends, Sammy Sosa, third. Batter winner above replacement, Anthony Rendon 4.0. They really need him. Willie Mays 3.7 for the Giants Legends, and Billy Hamilton 3.3 of the Philly Legends. Hitting streak. No American National Leaguer has had a hitting streak of more than 17 games. Lefty O'Dougal's at 16, trying to become the longest in the National League at the time. Earned run average, Levon Hernandez 206 for the 97 Marlins. Josh Beckett 2.29 for the Marlins Legends, and Three Finger Brown for the 1906 Cubs 2.45. Surprised how the National League has not really had the hits. Pedro 93 strikeouts, Kurt Schilling 91, Josh Beckett 85. Mitch Williams 19 saves, Eric Gagne 17 saves, John Wetland 17 saves. I'll leave the saves. Pitcher wins above replacement, Brandon Webb 3.0 for Arizona. Wow. Pedro Martinez second, 2.9. Marichal 2.7. And the winning streak, Beckett with 9. Babe Adams has an 8-game winning streak, so does Phil Niekro. Let's look at the divisional standings. The AL East, Boston leads the Yankees Legends by 3 with Baltimore 8 back. Boston has a 4-game winning streak, including that walk-off you saw yesterday, which was pure insanity. The Yankees have lost 3 straight, so that's why Boston looks good. White Sox and Cleveland Legends are all tied at 42 and 18. White Sox won 3 games. Cleveland lost their last one. Kansas City is third with 33 wins. The 91 Twins are pathetic. They've won 1/3 of their games. They've lost 8 straight. AL West, Seattle and Oakland both have won their last games, so they're both 43 and 17. The 1970 Orioles have snuck into 3rd place ahead of the Angels Legends. They've actually been pretty good, 9-1 in their last 10. AL North, Detroit leads Toronto Legends by 3 and the Twins Legends by 11.5. It's easy because Detroit has a 10-game winning streak. They are on fire. The Detroit Legends are. AL South, Texas leads Tampa by 1 with Houston 6 back. and all that. NL East, Phillies lead the Braves Legends by 3, the Mets Legends by 6. The NL Central, Pittsburgh and Cincy are tied. Pittsburgh's won the last two, Cincy's lost the last two. Cubs are third. NL West, Dodgers lead the Giants by 1 with the 1906 Cubs in third place with a 3-game winning streak. The 2011 Rockies have won 7 in a row, so they're fifth in their division. The 54 Giants have fucked up, losing 9 in a row, so they're losing it. Dodgers have won 10 in a row. Giants Legends have won 6 in a row, so it's back and forth. And out north, Washington leads Milwaukee by 5. The 86 Mets are third with 9. Rockies have lost 9 straight, the Rockies Legends, so that's where they've tumbled out of top 3. 6 straight wins for Milwaukee, that's good. The NL South, Marlins Legends lead by 2 over the Cardinals, 3 over the Padres, who have blatantly lost the plot, if you will. The 98 Padres have lost 10 straight, but they're still not the worst team in their division. The 57 Braves and 01 Diamondbacks say, hold my beer. Anyways, by sub-league, let's take a look. Yeah, so right now, as of right now, it would be Detroit, Seattle, White Sox, Boston, and Texas would all qualify for the playoffs. Seattle, no, well, second place between Seattle and Oakland, and second place between the White Sox and Cleveland would make the playoffs as a wild card. Toronto would have that third wild card spot ahead of the Yankees, which is amazing. The 1970 Orioles are actually 6th back in the wild card. They're third out of the drop zone, so they've been pretty good. They're almost as good as Tampa. So the 70 Orioles with 34 wins are ahead of Baltimore, Kansas City, the Angels, and Minnesota and Houston, as of right now, of course. Nothing for sure. The worst team in the AL, the 93 Blue Jays with 14 wins. The 85 Royals have 18 wins. The 91 Twins and 2020 Rays both have 20, tied for third last, if you must know. And a wild card. So I think that would mean Toronto would play Detroit. Oh boy, that's a big series. Second place in the AL Central would take on the Mariners or the A's, whoever won the West. Well, Boston and Texas would play each other. Chicago would get probably Cleveland. In the NL, no, there are no ties, right? I don't think there's a tie for. No, Pittsburgh and Cincy are tied, right? Yeah, Pittsburgh and Cincy are tied. So Dodgers would be the 1 seed, Washington would be 2, Philly 3, Miami 4, Pittsburgh would be number 5. So it would be Marlins versus the Pirates or the Reds. San Fran, Atlanta. San Fran would be number 6 and would play Philly. Atlanta would be number 7 and would play Washington. Milwaukee and St. Louis are tied at 37 wins. I think they're not in the same division, are they? I don't think so. No, they're not in the same division. They're in the North with Washington, right? Yeah, Milwaukee's in the North. St. Louis is in the South. So yeah, Milwaukee and St. Louis would be tied for that third wildcard spot with San Diego, Pittsburgh, and Cincy being one back. The '06 Cubs are only 3 back of a wildcard spot. Arizona, Chicago, and Colorado are behind those guys. The bottom 3, the 1982 Brewers are the worst in the National League at 15 wins. 2001 Diamondbacks have 16 wins. The 64 Cardinals have 17 wins. And all that. And the 57 Braves have 19 wins. Oh, that's by sub league. The Dodgers are the best team in the National League, are the best team in the majors by 1 game over Oakland, Seattle, Detroit, and San Francisco. So the Dodgers technically are the best team around. Expanded standings, home away. Run differential, Pythagorean. So Pythagorean, Boston should have 43 wins. Well, the 84 Tigers should have 16 wins. That's what the Pythagorean theorem says, that the 84 Tigers should be a lot worse than they are now, plus 6. The 70 Orioles should only have 31 wins, minus 2, minus 5. Yeah, they say the Twins, Pythagorean, has 36 wins, and they only have 31 wins. That's kind of creepy. And they do it for Tampa and Houston. They say they both deserve more wins, but they have minus 3, minus 4. However, the 2002 Angels, they say should have 21 wins, so they're plus 6 ahead of Pythagorean. The 29 A's are plus 5 ahead of Pythagorean. Okay. East, the Pythagorean, Philly, they said should only win 38 games, but they're at 41. They say the Pirates should have 41 wins by now, but they're -5 of that. The Cubs and the 1960 Pirates even should be, well, Pythagorean would be much better. They would be much better. The 1906 Cubs and the 2007 Rockies doing 4 games above what Pythagorean tells them to, 3 games above for the 86 Mets. The Colorado Rockies should be 31-29, they say, but they're 28 wins. The Cardinals should be at 40 wins, but they're at 37. So if we go by Pythagorean, the Cardinals would lead the Cardinals would lead the division. Nationals, Dodgers, Pirates. Yes, Pirates would be leading the division. The Phillies would be leading the division. Texas and Tampa would be tied. Detroit and Toronto would be tied by Pythagorean. Oakland would lead the AL West. They are the defending champs, mind you. 43. Cleveland would lead the Central, and Boston would lead the East. Just wanted to give you guys some. So let's take a look at the 10 division winners. Boston. Let's take a look at they have been. All that. Their lineup: Speaker, Garcia, Parra, Williams, Rice, Mo, Vaughn, Pedroia, Boggs, Fisk, and Collins. That's their main roster. All that. On the injured list, Big Poppy is out for 8 months. So they don't have Big Poppy and they don't have Fred Lynn. He's out for 3 weeks practically. So yeah, so the Red Sox have to be without Big Poppy for the rest of the tournament, if you will, till January. So yeah, he was looking pretty good. Yeah, got that. So yeah, Ortiz and Lynn are hurt. Well, Lynn's out for 3 weeks. The White Sox legends injured list: Johnny Mosto and Miguel Ordonez will be back. So the White Sox have pitchers, two outfielders that are out intercostal strain. I know that feeling too well. So yeah, so Collins, Appling, Shoeless Joe, Thomas, Konerko, Ventura, Minoso, Hersinski, and Felch. Those are the starting line. That's starting 5 for net starting lineup. But of course, as I said, Mosto and Mags will be back. We'll probably be back soon. So White Sox need that. Seattle, you got Ichiro, Boone, A-Rod, Griff, Martinez, Phelps, Buhner, Ibanez, and Wilson. On the injured list, Dave Fowles out. Fowles out post-concussion syndrome. I think he was like the backup catcher, wasn't he? Well, you got Dan Wilson. I think that he was the backup to Dan Wilson. And Jojima now has to be the backup catcher. So Dave Fowle, he was actually pretty good at PCS. 3 home runs in 7 games. Man, they'll miss his bat. The Tigers legends with Cobb, Geringer, Greenberg, Cash, Heilman, Kaline, Evans, Trammell, and Freehand being the main starters. Any injured? They actually are clean. Freehand is bruised day to day, but the Tigers don't have any major injuries, so that's huge compared to the other teams. The Texas legends with Nelson Cruz, Mike Young, Hamilton, Howard Palmero, Glengo, Putt, Rodriguez, Buddy Bell, and Woody Held. Organization injured list. Julio Franco's out for 3 weeks, so Texas will need his good hitting, but he'll be back in about 3 weeks. Okay. NL East, the Phillies lead. Hamilton, O'Doul, Klein, Schmidt, Howard, Delhunty, Roland. Yeah, it's funny seeing Roland in second base. Bancroft and Lieberthal. Injured list. Ron Reed is out for 2 months. Chase Utley will be back any day now, so the Phillies can rest assured. Ron Reed out for 2 months for the Phillies with it. He's a good reliever. Pirates legends. Honus, McCutcheon, Stargell, Kiner, Clemente, Grantham at second base, Bay, Kendall, and Jack Wilson. Organization injured list. Wilbur Cooper out for a little bit. Dave Parker, torn ACL, out for the year. That is huge. He was doing decently. 21 RBIs in 44 games. He was doing decently. I remember 2 years ago when I did the Legends League that he was injured and then came back in the playoffs. But yeah, Dave Parker's not coming back, so Pittsburgh's going to really need to do something. And I think Andy Van Slyke is practically the guy who is on the team. and all that. Yes, Spence Lake is practically on the Pittsburgh roster. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I should just look at Cleveland's too. Lofton Morgan at first base. Yeah, that's a weird one. Manran Bell, Colavito, Boudreaux, sorry, Bradley, O'Neill, and Avila. Those are the primary roster. Organization injured list. Well, Rosen's out for 3 weeks with a strained ab muscle and a post concussion syndrome for Larry Doby. So those are two pretty good players, Rosen and Doby. That's practically why, well, that's why Bradley's at third base and all that. Doby, I don't think was much of a starter, but yeah, Bradley's at third base because Rosen's not playing. Oakland has a tie too. You got Ricky, Knapp, Fox, McGuire, Giambi, Simmons, Jackson Tejada, and Ty Steinbach. Injured list, nobody really hurt. So Oakland's keeping healthy. They are the defending champs, mind you. So yeah, they have that. Pittsburgh, Cincy, well, they're tied. Eric Davis, Pete Rose, Votto, Kluszewski, Larkin, O'Neill, Bench, Phillips, and Aaron Boone. Phillips and Boone. I wonder if that injured list. Well, yep. Joe Morgan's out 4 months with a ruptured Achilles tendon. So he's out till September. So Morgan might be back in time for the playoffs if the Reds get there. So yeah, Morgan was doing pretty well. Ben McPhee at second base, oblique string. So they were practically there. Brandon Phillips is basically playing second base. Yeah, I think Phillips is playing second base with those two guys out, and Aaron Boone, probably like a Pete Rose. Pete Rose is playing left field, so yeah. Dodgers 1 game above the Giants. Injured list: Pedro Guerrero out 1 to 2 weeks. Bill Russell, not the Boston Celtics legend, broken kneecap. He's out till October. I don't know. Yeah, he was the main shortstop, so he's done. Pedro Guerrero's got a hamstring strain. He'll be back. Starting lineup of Jackie Robinson, Kemp, Herman, Snyder, Garvey, Hodges, Campy, Say, and Pee Wee Reese. So yeah, well, Pee Wee Reese, he should be the main guy at shortstop instead of Bill Russell. To be honest, Washington's legends, Raines, Soriano Guerrero, Dawson, Nick Johnson at first base, Carter, Staub, Wallach, and Owen. Any injured? No, Washington's been clean, practically clean. And the Marlins legends, Chuck Carr at center field. I don't trust Chuck Carr. There's got to be an injury. Renteria, Cabrera, Stanton, Alou, Sheffield, Lee, Afonte, and Charlie Johnson. Injured list. Yep, there's the reason. Mark Kotze out for. He'll be back. Yeah, Kotze's been the center fielder. He'll be back. Hanley Ramirez is out for a week. So he will be back soon. And Anibal Sanchez, well, the real bone chips. Yeah, he'll be back by September. So the Marlins may need Anibal. But yeah, so that's just the main guys for the starters and all that. So yeah, there's been injuries galore. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond to do.